Digitalis.io Kubernetes AMI offers a comprehensive platform to simplify and enhance your Kubernetes cluster management for development and testing. It integrates essential tools like Grafana for metrics, MariaDB and Postgres for databases, ArgoCD for continuous delivery, and Code Server for cloud-based development. This solution addresses the complexity of deploying a Kubernetes cluster for development and testing, saving you time and reducing operational overhead. Enable metrics collection and storage using Grafana to monitor your Kubernetes environment effectively. Turn on the metrics collection feature to start gathering performance data. Choose the MySQL MariaDB database option for Kubernetes to manage your database services. Activate the database service to ensure your Kubernetes cluster has reliable data storage. Select the Postgres Kubernetes service to integrate PostgreSQL database support. Enable the Postgres service to provide robust database functionality within your cluster. Choose ArgoCD for declarative GitOps continuous delivery to automate your deployments. Turn on ArgoCD to streamline your application delivery process with GitOps principles. Activate the Code Server to enable cloud-based development environments. Turn on the Code Server feature to allow remote coding capabilities. Click Save and Apply to commit your configuration settings and start the installation process. Watch as the system applies core, headlamp, monitoring, and ArgoCD configurations successfully. Click Finish to finalize the installation and configuration of your Kubernetes AMI. Copy the generated URL to access the headlamp dashboard for cluster management. Navigate to the headlamp dashboard using the provided URL to manage your Kubernetes workloads. Switch to the headlamp interface to begin interacting with your Kubernetes cluster visually. Choose ID token as your authentication method for secure access. Enter your password to authenticate and gain access to the headlamp dashboard. Click Authenticate to log in and start managing your Kubernetes resources. Navigate to the Workloads section to view and manage running applications. Click Pods to see detailed information about the active pods in your cluster. Switch to the Kubernetes API server interface to perform advanced cluster operations. Copy the API server URL for use in other management tools or integrations. Navigate to the ArgoCD dashboard using the copied URL to manage your GitOps workflows. Switch to the ArgoCD interface to oversee your continuous delivery pipelines. Click the username field to prepare for login credentials input. Fill in the username field with admin to access ArgoCD administrative features. Move to the password field to complete your login credentials. Fill in your password to authenticate as the ArgoCD administrator. Click Create Application to start defining a new deployment in ArgoCD. Click the application name field to specify a name for your new application. Return to the Kubernetes API server interface to gather necessary application details. Copy relevant application information to use in ArgoCD for deployment configuration. Navigate to the Grafana dashboard to visualize your cluster's metrics and performance. Fill in the admin username to log into the Grafana monitoring interface. Move to the password field to complete your Grafana login credentials. Click Drill Down to explore detailed metrics and analytics within Grafana. Select metrics to analyze real-time data collected from your Kubernetes cluster. Click Dashboards to access pre-configured and custom monitoring views. Return to the Kubernetes API server interface for further cluster management tasks. Click Login with MariaDB root credentials to access the database management interface. Copy the URL for phpMyAdmin to manage your MariaDB databases through a web interface. Navigate to the phpMyAdmin URL to administer your MariaDB databases visually. Switch to the phpMyAdmin interface to begin database management tasks. Click the username field to enter your database login credentials. Fill in the username field with the appropriate database username. Move to the password field to input your database password. Fill in your password to authenticate access to the MariaDB database. Click to proceed into the database management area for further operations. Click through the interface to manage tables, users, and other database settings. Return to the Kubernetes API server interface to continue cluster configuration. Copy the URL for the code server to access your cloud-based development environment. Navigate to the code server URL to start coding within your Kubernetes environment. Fill in your password to authenticate and access the code server. Move into the code server workspace to begin development activities. Click to trust the authors of all files in the parent folder to enable full functionality. Confirm that you trust the authors to proceed with editing and running code. Examine the code with TypeScript checking and DOM library references for quality assurance. Click through the code server interface to manage your project files and settings. Clear the input field to prepare for new entries or commands. Continue navigating within the code server to complete your development tasks. Return to the Kubernetes API server interface to finalize your setup. Click Complete and Lock Wizard to secure your configuration and finish the setup process. Complete the setup by locking the wizard, ensuring your Kubernetes AMI is fully configured and secure. Review all settings to confirm that your Kubernetes environment is ready for production use. Experience the full capabilities of Digitalis.io Kubernetes AMI by exploring its seamless integration of monitoring, database management, continuous delivery, and cloud development tools. Take the next step by accessing your personalized dashboards and start optimizing your Kubernetes workflows today.